question of third-party content has been an open one ever since the announcement of the new Microsoft Flight Simulator. And whilst we have known such content is in the works, there's been very little details on what exactly that might be and when it would be available. That situation for Flight Simulator 2020 then changed a little bit this week with a small bit of information from the highly respected third-party developers PMDG, who confirmed they will be bringing their product line over to the new sim. PMDG then builds some of the best airliners currently available for flight simulators. These are available currently for Flight Simulator 10 as well as Prepared, and a small offering is also available for X-Plane 11. However, the product line is scheduled for transition to Flight Simulator 2020. Here's the text from PMDG. Just to minimise any guesswork, we are planning to bring each of our 4 major product lines, that's the 737, 747, 777 and DC-6, into the new Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator promises to give us entirely new capabilities, and it will take some time to adapt each product to capitalise, but they will be all brought over in time. We will have more to say about this at the right time and place, but there has been a bit of hyperbolic discussion that I wanted to clarify with this piece of information here. So, for those who love airliners in their sims, this is certainly going to be very welcome news. Of course, the new Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to ship with at least 2 airliners. We know that the Boeing 747 and the Airbus A320 are already in the alpha build and being tested. How complete and robust Asobo's versions of these airliners turn out to be, only time will tell, but for the most part, at least based on the little details that people have posted around Reddit and other various places, it's all looking rather good for those. Third-party developers, though, expand the default offerings. Planes, of course, especially airliners, are complex beasts. They take a huge amount of work to develop and even more to get accurate. And accuracy, after all, is extremely important when it comes to a flight sim. Long-time simmers will be aware that all of this comes with a bit of a downside. However, the third-party planes can be, well, a little on the expensive side, shall we say. Currently, the prices for PMDG products range for up to the $140 mark for a single airliner in Prepared and around $100 for the same in Flight Simulator 10. It's highly likely then that the price tags will be similar with Flight Simulator 2020, although that said, PMDG still haven't announced any pricing yet, and yet this isn't really an official announcement just yet. It's a bit of text that they posted to their forum, so do keep that in mind, but it is confirming that their product line will be coming. Now, it's highly likely that hardcore simmers will be okay with this price point, at least in principle, as it really has been a part of the genre for years now. But those who are new to the genre may find it a little surprising. It's worth keeping in mind, though, that from what we have seen at least, as Microsoft and Asobo are planning on offering a pretty full experience straight out of the box. In short, new simmers and casual simmers are likely to feel that they aren't missing out on anything, whilst long-time simmers will have additional options available to them, although of course some might not want to rebuy planes and content that they already have. Anyway, on a personal note, I've got to say, out of all the airliners that PMDG offer, I'm most keen on trying out the Douglas DC-6. Getting to grips with a large prop plane should be pretty interesting, to say the least. Meanwhile, over on Microsoft's side, there's been fairly little news this week. Of most note, they confirmed that the next part of their Partnership Series update is now scheduled to release on the 11th of June. This is where Asobo will be discussing how they are working together with various partners in order to build the best flight sim they possibly can. The Partnership Series will be broken down into multiple entries, the first of which, according to their most recent roadmap, will focus on Meteor Blue, a company that specialises in weather data. The rest of the new roadmap doesn't show much in the way of changes over the previous one. The most notable change is that Alpha version 5 has moved from the end of June into early July. The closed beta, however, is still scheduled for mid-July. In terms of what is going on right now, Asobo have confirmed that a new wave of alpha invites are being sent out, so do check your inboxes, and I'd also highly recommend that you check your spam folder as well, as that is where I found my invite. Finally, a new build, Alpha version 4, is currently planned for the test servers on the 11th of June, but there's no details yet on what that will contain. That brings us to the end of this video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.